Welcome back to the kitchen. This is Twin Cities Adventures, and today is a response video from all of our cheesecake playlists. And everybody wants to know, how do you cook a cheesecake in the oven if you don't have an Instapot? Well, this video will answer all of your questions. So I'm going to teach you today how to do a water bath or a Bain Marie, so in the oven with our cheesecake. I swear this will be the quickest, the easiest, and most delicious New York cheesecake you will ever eat. The first thing I'm going to do is take my Springform Pan, so the bottom slides out, you can see right there, and I wrap that in parchment paper like I always do, okay? The next thing you're going to need is some heavy-duty tin foil, so I'm going to wrap the outside of that in tin foil, and I'm going to double wrap that to make that watertight. So there we have a double wrapped in tin foil, 6 by 3 inch Springform Pan with the bottom wrapped in parchment paper. The next thing you're going to need is a pot or a pan that's large enough to house this. So I'm just going to use this one because it is oven safe. So I'm going to set that inside, and then I'm going to quickly mix up my cheesecake batter. This one does not have a crust. I'm just going to make a classic New York cheesecake, and then we're going to pour strawberries on the top. Here goes. You're going to need 16 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese at room temperature. And then you're going to need a half a cup of sour cream. 2/3 cup of white sugar, 2 eggs all beat up, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, that'll make it nice and creamy, a good pinch of salt. Okay, now we're going to mix that up really good with our whisk. There we go, nice and smooth. Next, we're going to take our Springform Pan, and I'm going to spray a little spray pan on the inside. And now we'll pour our cheesecake batter into the Springform Pan. Okay, hot water's ready. And now you're going to want to pour the hot water around the pot, and do not put that in the cheesecake. You're going to want to fill that up at least, about halfway is good. Up to 3/4 is just fine. You just do not want it to exceed the height of the tin foil that's around the cheesecake. So now that is a Bain Marie or a water bath. So now we're going to put that in the oven. And now I'm going to bake that at 325 degrees for 2 hours. Alright, that has been exactly 2 hours, and check that out. Look at how much water is left in there, and look at how nicely cooked the top is. It's perfect.
Perfectly golden brown.
And now I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to put it over on the cutting board. Alright, I am going to make a topping for this cheesecake, so I'm going to put half a cup of sour cream in a bowl and 2 tablespoons of white sugar. And we'll give that a whisk. Now I'm going to just pour that topping right over the top of the cheesecake. That's going to be so good. We'll spread that out nice and evenly. Now this has to go into the refrigerator. Now the rule for the fridge is good, better, best. So good is at least 4 hours, better is 8 hours, and best is overnight. So I'm going to put this in the fridge overnight. See you tomorrow. Okay, so now this has been in overnight. First we're going to take the double layer of tin foil off that I put on, because I didn't want any water to get in there in the Bain Marie water bath technique. And then you're going to want to get your coffee cup out if you use a Springform Pan like this, because you're going to want to look at that. It just pops right out.
It looks really good.
And then you're going to want to take your spatula and slide it right between the cheesecake and the parchment paper onto the bottom of the Springform Pan. Now let's go in the back garden and pick some fresh strawberries for this. There's some right there. There we go. Nice fresh strawberry topping. Alright, then you're going to want to take your fresh strawberries that you picked out of your garden. You're going to want to rinse any bugs off. And then You're gonna want to peel the first layer off your strawberry because I don't think you're supposed to eat this part. And take the top off. And then you're gonna want to take a spoon and scoop out the inside of the fresh strawberry. You're gonna want to just dollop that right on top of your cheesecake.
That looks so good, that fresh strawberry.
There we have it. All right, so let's cut a piece of this. I've been waiting all day for this. Let's take a look at the inside of that cheesecake. Look at how it's cooked thoroughly all the way through. That is 2 hours in the oven in the Bain Marie water bath.
It's time for my taste test. This is so good, just like how you'd make it in the Instapot. This is delicious.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right, here goes. That is so good. All right, that's got to be one of my most favorite recipes I've ever done. Now remember, I only put our first place winners up on YouTube, so all the other ones, feed them to the neighbors or scrap them. So if you like this video, you might have come from my Instapot playlist originally, so check out our Instapot cheesecake flavors. You can bake all of these recipes in the oven with the water bath or Bain Marie technique. Also, I'll wrap the screen with our other playlists and cheesecake recipes that you can do either in the Instapot or in the oven with the Bain Marie water bath. So, anywho, thanks for watching. Twin Cities Adventures out.